Good morning to each and every one of you, and it's day 2 of this week. We're having a beautiful sunrise. You all can see, again, don't know what resolution you're getting, but if you look just beyond the point, multiple layers of golden bands. We got some reds up there, we got some oranges. Absolutely stunning morning, beautiful conditions, similar to the West Coast style today. Calm, placid, smooth and glassy. Reflections are stunning. We're going to come back around to that sunrise in 1 second. Just want to share with you what's around us, and then we're going to look into the sun and we're going to thank God for another day of life, another day that He's blessed us with to be the best people that we can become. So when we meet Him, we'll be the best versions of ourselves. Here we go. We're going to take a silent 360 to start the morning, and we're going to come back and say our serenity prayer. Here we go. Well, after seeing all that stunning beauty and what is directly in front of us now, all I can say is, Lord, thank you for my life this morning, and thank you for blessing me with all these amazing and wonderful friends that are journeying on their own journeys, but accompanying me on mine. Thank you for all the life that you granted us and for all the help that you continue to give us and shower us with all the blessings that you do. So to each and every one of you all, good morning. I'd like to say our serenity prayer now. As you can see, we could not see anything more spectacular than that sunrise this morning. Absolutely stunning. I don't want to zoom in or anything like that. I just want to leave it where it is. Hope you'll be able to see what I'm experiencing. We're out in the water. We're actually about ankle deep in water, and we're off of what we like to call White Sands Beach. Talk a little bit more about that. But those who like to join us in the serenity prayer, this is a prayer that I use continuously to calm me and to guide me, and also to keep me on track, because many times in life I like to, although I've willed my life to God, I like to take it back sometimes, unknowingly to me, not intentionally, but it happens. So this sort of like gives me the understanding of what I'm responsible for and what I'm not responsible for. So please join me if you'd like to. All others will be back here in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. When we bring up these landmarks here, we know exactly where we are, but just have a look at the glows and reflections. You can see here there's a slight trace of sargassum that's moving around in the water there. Very slight, nothing major, but you can definitely see the little bit of golden lines that look somewhat like a little swell. That's where we have some sargassum drifting down in the currents and stuff. Probably will not come in because currents seem to be running parallel to the shoreline. But we do have a little bit of that this morning, not taking away from the beauty of this. So probably I would have to say a serious challenger for the most beautiful beach in the world, without a doubt. This is Dover Beach. Remember, this was a minute strip of sand, just a slither across the entire stretch of the beachfront that you're seeing there now. However, due to the erection of various grinds and stuff over the years, this has built into a world-class beach, a world-class strong beach. What I've also noticed this morning is a lot of sand that's built here. We haven't been here since September. That's the last time that I see on record that we were here. However, this beach has got so strong and so thick, is absolutely beautiful. We'll be taking on in a couple of minutes time. I'm going to come back here and start with our first photo op because that sunrise needs to be taken in by us all. So 20 seconds of that beauty again. Enjoy. Alright, as you can see the obstacle course we're about to go across, please remember that what the stunts that you're seeing on here are being performed by a highly trained Olympian. So if you're coming, do not walk across these rocks just like this. They are slidey in certain areas. Remember your beach shoes when you're coming to Barbados. If you don't have on beach shoes and you have on slippers, you walk across here, you are asking for trouble. Please get those beach shoes before you come so you can walk in areas such as this. It is absolutely beautiful. And again, remember, these stunts are not to be practiced at home or by the standard individual. As I said before, I am an Olympian. I am a certified athlete. Everybody knows that. So please be careful as you're walking across here. Exercise caution. Don't run after this and find yourself flat out on these rocks. These rocks will cut you up like knives. They are coral. They actually can give you infections and stuff. Coral is known to actually develop a lot of infections if you get cut by it. Also takes a lot longer to heal. Anyone who's been cut by coral will know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to make our way up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock you on this section here for a second so you can watch this as I'm walking. Hopefully the settings that we have it on, nothing will move. So I can do my hop, skipping and a jump. I'm actually feeling a little bit on the challenging side this morning. I think I'm going to definitely pull some serious acrobatics going across here. We're going to test the gimbal now. Whoop, there we go. One forward flip. Just 1 minute. Let's see if we can do another one. I'm going to do one with a spiral now. Yes! Perfect. Did you all see any movement in the camera? Well, that's because the gimbal is such an amazing piece of apparatus. Amazing. Is this not just beautiful? Now, many times a year you will notice that they have sand, especially at low tide. We're right now at low tide. It's 5:40 something. It was low tide this morning, so it's about that time now. Usually we have sand that's built up all along here in front of Marisol, right on to Dover Beach. At low tide you can walk through on dry sand most of the year. Unless, of course, there's a big swell. Or unless, of course, there's sargassum, which we know as sargassum season, which is sorts like coincides with the hurricane season. So you know that's around summertime. Don't know how heavy it will be this year. Remember that only really started to affect us in 2015. Prior to that, we hardly ever saw sargassum. We saw little bits of it, but just traces, but nothing like now. But you can see it quite visibly from there at this angle we're at. There is a sargassum float running across the south coast this morning. So I don't know which beaches it will come in on, but either which way, it's not going to spoil anyone's day. It's not enough to worry about. I'm going to give you another circle of love from here. And it's not because I want to bore you, but I want you to appreciate how beautiful this is and how peaceful. So here we go again. I don't know if you all can make it out, but our co-star has just run the entire length of this beach to capture that from any point. I'm not sure she will actually get it because out there the rocks are extremely rough, but she's going to be trying to do her best. Look at this. We always talk about coconut trees making a tropical experience. If you look at that there, you eliminate those coconut trees, you will see that it does not have the same effect. Those coconut trees are absolutely beautiful. They do serve a purpose. Don't mind their brackish water shells that they will have in them. Some people like to drink brackish water. I always say if I want brackish water, I will go and stoop down in a pool, put my lips and just inhale. So anyhow, no problem. We have different strokes for different folks, as they say. Beautiful beach. Going to show you how strong it is. I'm going to walk in lower elevation so you can see how high it is. You can see very strong beach at the moment. Come February and March and April, when the swells start to come in, or the south swells start to come in, a lot of this will get depleted. But as you can see, it is a strong beach. Absolutely beautiful out here. Is that not just breathtaking? Scenery out of this world. Unfortunately, you know me already, I am not so happy with tall buildings, so when I walk by here, it usually has me a little bit perturbed, but this morning I'm pretty comfortable and stuff. I'm actually breathing in all the beauty that surrounds me. Showing you some beautiful, beautiful areas just to remind you again of where we are. What can I tell you? Paradise to some, home to others, and heaven to me. Slice of heaven on earth. Barbados, of course. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. And for those that are coming on as new members, and they don't have much information on our Facebook page, as you know, we always carry everybody through a little test just to try and protect our friends from spammers, etc. If you're on this morning, or if you're following this vlog at any time, you will hear us say what the EMC is. That is the question you're asked. Going forward, we have to tighten up a little bit on the security. So if you can't answer that question, you're not going to get to become a friend of ours. It's EMC, which is we. EMC represents early morning crew. If you cannot answer that question and you are asked it, then you will not become a friend. We're tightening up on our security a little bit. We don't want spammers on here. I'm sure eventually they'll catch up on that as well. However, right now that is going to be our security question to you. So any new members that are on here this morning, please remember that EMC is early morning crew. Alright, we have here White Sands. White Sands is now a condominium. That used to be a very small, sort of like a guest home style hotel. It was built on an original beach house and expanded a little bit into little apartments and rooms as well. However, as you can see, modernization of this beach is full force. Right above it, you see Saltash. That was one of the most favourite places to come and have happy hour. I know even people that didn't stay in St.LawrenceGap used to drive to St.LawrenceGap to sit in that old style bar that you see run here. Tyrone, etc. used to be here. You all remember him. We used to have great happy hours here, and that used to be a very small apartment building there, or I should say old beach house that was renovated into sort of like guest rooms and stuff. Directly behind it was 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗲. You remember that as well, Mrs. Jackman. She used to have them named after 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗲 because she was a bridge player, a very good bridge player as well. Directly above, originally was a beach home, then it turned into 𝗵𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗏, and then they modernized it into Ocean 2. This below section is the expansion of Ocean 2, as you can see, way above what I like to call tree height. I do not like condominiums or buildings going this high, especially on the coastline. That's just my preference. Financially, it may be the worst decision or worst comment ever. I really don't care about financially in this case. I think about our heritage and what we offer people. If we start offering people everything you get everywhere else, people are going to stop coming to this island. You can only be as friendly as you can be. However, you start to take away the beauty and serenity of a place, then you're going to lose the people as well. This morning, we're going to start this vlog in St.LawrenceGap very differently. We're going to see here. This reminds me of West Coast, not just because of the conditions this morning. Flat, calm, no real currents. However, we also have a drop off. This will tell you how much sand is building here. Massive drop off. As you can see, it goes pretty much from flat to hip high. So this is very similar to a West Coast style drop off. Little swells coming across the shelf reef that's here. For those that are on board that like surfing, this is known to us as White Sands. It is a multiple peak break, mainly on the left. When you get big hurricane swells or big swells in this area, this is a fantastic area to come and surf. Like I said, it's multiple peaks. You have to be a fast surfer if you're a beginner. Well, when it gets bigger, of course, it's not really highly recommended. What I would recommend is just around from this groin here, where you'll find Russell Garrett, one of our brothers, and some of the other surf shops and stuff in the island that cater to teaching surfing. They will be out here just on the left that comes off of this groin. And then you'll find Bonnie Dundee, which is predominantly a right, but also a left that's further down as well in front of Southern Palms Hotel. Numerous other breaks along the coastline. When you see big swells, have a drive around and have a look. If you see big crowds, you don't have to surf with a big crowd in Barbados, that's for sure. Multiple breaks. Beautiful morning. I have some people like me picking on shortly. We're going to be doing a little walk in St.LawrenceGap this morning. We're walking westward. So this may be a little bit long, but remember, we won't be vlogging tomorrow or Thursday. Well, when I say that, we won't be having our day breaks. No scheduled vlogs, but on Thursdays, you know, we will be covering, or that is, if God grants us health and life, we'll be covering the Q&A community that is up at East Point by Ragged Point Lighthouse. Hopefully I'll see some of you there as well. Tomorrow, not too sure what's going to be happening yet. Now this morning, as you can see, our co-star looking very bored. That's because she will not give strikes to people I've been telling her to give strikes to. It is actually becoming annoying. She's saying that you all are too quiet and that you all need to say something. I'm going to be picking on some people shortly for her. And I've allocated those as strikes, and I've asked her please to come play. Good morning, how are you this morning, my darling?
Good morning.
Yeah, you're going to give out some strikes today to these people?
First to you, because I heard you talking about me.
But that's all right. First to me is fine, but after that you'll be sharing to some people, yeah? Not sure?
They're too nice.
Oh, too nice. All right, see what's wrong with you all. You all are supposed to be the troublesome ones, however, all of a sudden I understand you're the goody-goody gumdrops. Yep. Yeah, or trying to get back to that. Look at this setting though. Is that not stunning? as tropical as you could possibly want. Red just appearing out there, the cloud formation this morning, breathtaking. There you're experiencing probably one of the most beautiful sunrises I've seen on this island, to be honest with you. I like the sunrises on the south at this time of the year because you're able to capture the coastline and not just the beautiful sun that's rising behind the clouds. You actually can put in some of the actual coastline on it, making it beautiful. Now I will tell you, and I will come back to her expression. First of all, our sulking dictator, cheerleader, head cheerleader, Cheryl, told me to take her on a special date to an ice cream parlor down in Old Town yesterday. Let me see her expression. Is she getting a strike? You gave her a strike already though, right?
I gave it to her yesterday.
But you gave a strike even outside of a live vlog? You see the kind of power authority she's cloaking around here. I would never do that, but all you all still think that she's the best person in the world. But yet, look at how she's flaunting her authority, giving strikes out on a normal afternoon. But Cheryl, you deserve one, because yesterday you sent us all on West Coast. I drove from the South Coast, wasted gasoline to go on the West Coast to this ice cream parlor that was supposed to be the date of my life. And when I got down there, the ice cream parlor has closed and moved. So Cheryl, thank you so much for wasted gasoline. Thank you so much for anticlimax, because we then had to settle for something that was not quite as good. But we still had fun down at it. Anyhow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Stunning. All right, let's make a little walk. You are capable of walking this morning, or you're lazy again as usual? I'm talking to you, not anybody on screen.
I'm lazy.
Oh yeah, are you able to walk this morning? You sure?
I was just running down the beach.
We saw that. We captured it. It was quite comical. You were doing it like in slow motion. Anyway, no worry about that. Yeah, I'm not picking on her. So anybody that thinks I'm picking on her, you all can say what you want. I also noticed that a certain person, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, decided to come onto YouTube and try to batter me about what I keep on saying all the time. I am 100% accurate and right all the time. I have not responded to her yet because I want to count to 10. My 10 is going to be like 10 days before I respond to her, because I'm so cruel and I can't give strikes on YouTube. But good morning to you, Cox, Police Constable Cox. It is great to have you on board with us this morning, but I will tell you, you have me very miserable. I have told you all already, I talk the truth only. When I tell you they're called 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 or 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. She decided to go into an encyclopedia this morning and talk a lot of nonsense about how 𝗂𝗃𝗃tree and 𝗂𝗃hedge and grapevine. I mean, seriously, I mean, that is a lot of nonsense. They are also the correct names, but not the tree. The tree does not exist. They are bush. Everybody knows they're bush. Trees are beautiful. 𝗂𝗃𝗃bush, unless they're trimmed by man, look terrible. The fruit, pretty, but tastes horrible. And as you can see down here, this is the entrance, official entrance to the beach. Originally, the main entrance, well, they had this entrance all along, but originally the main entrance is up by Rainbow Reef, just below Ocean 2 to the west of it. However, with the expansion of Ocean 2 and the incorporation of this structure here, which is like, which city in New York are we in right now? I'm not too sure. Which beachfront in Florida are we at? Do not know. Anyhow, we're going to come back down again and we're going to get tropical and show you why Barbados is the best without having to look up. Anyhow, this is a beautiful area. This is the official entrance. As I said before, when they built the additional structure onto Ocean 2, the entrance that we used to use originally to drive down to the beach has gone. However, you would have noticed the beach now is absolutely stunning. The Rainbow Reef originally, and then into Ocean 2 put up some beautiful breakwaters to try and protect the sand so the surge didn't carry it all away. However, that only works at sometimes when there's a big south swell. Sand moves out here tremendously. Person that comes to mind right now, Patricia Ben. Patricia, good morning to you. As you would know, this is where you should be. I do not know why you're here. I already know that you're like the billionaire, got lots and lots of mattresses at home, stuff with old dollar bills. So please pull out some money and come down. I'm missing the coffee. I'm missing your companionship as well. And I also miss your energy. So Patricia, this is a call out for you to return home. It's time. Morning, how are you all this morning? Okay, wonderful. Gap is used a lot for walkers and stuff. Nice energetic area. Lots and lots of action in this area. We're going to be doing westwards, so we're not going to talk about anything to the east. We leave that for another day. So our trek from here will be going down St.LawrenceGap, past Dover Beach, etc. Don't know how far we'll go. It all depends on the time of the morning. We should complete this part of the gap, but we'll see how that goes. Don't want to bore you all with Jeanette's talk or with her responses to you, so they can't stay on for too long. Alright, darker makers on. I want to show you the other side of the gap. I want to show you what the sun is doing right now. So darker makers on. If you do not have very dark shades, please get a second pair and put them on top of the first pair. You're going to need them. We're going to be blinding you with sun right now, and this is purposely being done.
Wicked.
As you can hear, she does not want me to share this beauty with you all. She's saying I'm being wicked, and if I was not the way I am, you would not have seen that stunning sun this morning. Over the years, this place has been bars, it has been little mini marts. They had a bank here at one time as well, just in the lower section. However, most of these are, as you can see, is for rent there. If you have some money in a mattress and you want to come and invest in Barbados, come on down, rent up this facility here, make it into, turn it into something, turn it into here braiding, or I don't know, beauty shop or something. I don't need to go to beauty shops, as you all can see. I'm naturally beautiful. All I have to do is go to sleep on a night, get about 3 hours just to build it back up. And as you all know, I'm amazing and beautiful and handsome. I don't think I've shown you myself this morning. So what I'll do is, I will try and make her look good. So hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get this thing to work here now. Okay, so I'm going to try and make my co-star look good. So I'm going to put myself with her, because by herself she really doesn't look that fantastic.
There's a car coming?
Yeah, I know. We know the cars. People get, yeah. So you see, she again is trying to disrupt. I'm trying to give her an opportunity to look great, as she's looking pretty good now, but that's only because of my influence, of course, the most handsome man in the world. But actually, no, she's beautiful.
If driving into the sun, you want to stand in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm shining myself. I'm brilliant. Everybody knows already. It's not a problem. We're safe. All you have to do is stand with me, and I'll protect you. Everybody knows I have this super shell that's on me that people call skin. All right, Brightwood, lots of changes. You would remember it's a small little beach home used to belong to the, well, I would have to say the Payne family. This is where 𝗷̀cie Payne used to live many, many years ago. You would remember her as the head mistress of Queen's College and played many, many roles in education in Barbados. This is their former home. This is sold now. It has been renovated and up. It's up for rent actually. So if you want to come and stay in something this big, if you have a big family, you want to come and spend some time in Barbados, you have all of this area here as well as the beachfront, and then you have the actual white sands we were just on. So that's another option for you as well. Yes, people are saying here, Jeanette, that I have made you look beautiful. Thanks so much for all of my lovers and for all the haters that have said negative to that. Well, I'm going to say prayers for you later on today. It's not a problem. If you don't want to face the reality and the truth, I can't help you. You know what they say, they can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. That would obviously be like you all. So souvenirs all along here, ATM in this section as well. Any of you remember 𝗀𝗄𝗃 Corbin? He built this years ago as his home, and then it rented out after his passing. I'm not too sure who actually owns it now, but it is up for rental as well. Many, many properties in here. This is called Lotus Beach Apartments. If you're interested, I'll give you a quick view of it. You can always come back and do a screen capture later on and get the information from it if you'd like to stay here. This is a little bit back from the beach, so you'll have to walk up through white sands to get the actual beach itself, or down to 𝗍𝗲𝗄. And this is their sign with their information. If you're interested, please do a screen capture or something on that later on, because we're not spend too much time on that. When I walk this gap here, I like to remember my friends of past. Well, not of past, because they're still my friends, but I haven't been around them for a little while. Mario and Vanda, good morning to you all. That's the Williams family. I worked with Ellie Williams for many, many years. This is one of Lawrence's son's operation and his son's wife's operation. Those of you that have been to Barbados many years ago, especially Canadians, I would have to say, because Lawrence always loved the Canadians, was always there with the merry men and stuff when the Canadians were in. Everyone has toured with him, but this is what used to be the Lawrence Williams that we all used to know. Ellie Williams Tour Company. This is Mario's outlet. If you want any of the activities that go on the island, you can see he advertises all of them. He even advertises competition, which is Glory Tours. He also has tour operations as well, 4x4s. Over the other side, okay, the history of this place here goes back a long time. Marisol, first of all, was owned by a former Minister of Tourism. That's Peter Morgan. And this is where his family stayed for many years. I know this place very well. I was raised with the Morgan family, Tim and the others, and Jonathan, etc. So I know here fairly well. And then below, we had a multitude of things that this building originally was. This was a 99 convenience store. Just one second. And then after 99 convenience store, it then turned into the top section was the Best of Barbados. Good morning to all the Best of Barbados fans on here. And now it is called Turtle Nest. Again, another accommodation, absolutely beautiful. I used to walk through the front here. This is where the Marisol Water Sports used to be. Again, my buddy Elvis used to run that at one time. And then below we have Sapphire Beach. Sapphire Beach used to be the 𝗍𝗶𝗃 Convention Centre. Prior to that, it was a cable and wireless office. In the Second World War, this was used the area where all of the communication between Barbados by via Morse code, etc. was conducted from. It then went into the 𝗍𝗶𝗃 Convention Centre, which is opened by the government. Very big convention centre. Didn't really stand up too long as that. Stayed here for many, many years without any development on it. And then it turned into this beautiful structure called Sapphire Beach. Again, It is tall. However, if you go on the beach side, you will notice it's pretty much the height of the coconut trees and stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. Very unusual architecture for Barbados when it first came. Similar to like St. Peter's Bay. More of a Mediterranean style structure. All behind here you will find private homes behind the section here that have now been turned into Airbnb, most of them, or they have rental facilities on them. So you'll still find a lot of Barbadians living just behind where we're walking, parallel to where we're walking. You can get car rental up here, as you can see, express rent a car. Also there's an ice cream parlor here as well. You can have all your activities. This gap is non-stop action. Whether it be action on night, action in day, non-stop action. I like to come through at this time of morning because there are not a lot of people. We're able to move about pretty freely without being conscious of if the camera is on someone that is not happy about it. Just to give you a vision of what up behind here looks like. There is a residential area up behind this section here, but as I said, a lot of accommodations can be rented in that area. It's a beautiful, beautiful location. Absolutely beautiful. Again, we're going to mention this here because I do not like to pass somewhere and have something of a concern to me and not mention it. I do not know why these plant pots are being allowed to be on this pavement. They're blocking wheelchair access for people. I know they're supposed to be stopping vehicular traffic from parking on here because they do park out here. I understand that. However, that's a way that the government can make revenue. Anyone that parks here, put a $50 ticket on them. So try and do something with these planters. They are beautiful, but they do not allow access, free access to this walkway here at all. So please, anybody on there that is following this here, please, we've beefed on this before. I noticed, I will say, I've noticed some of them will be moved a little further out. However, there are areas that they really cannot pass, comfortably in a wheelchair or anyone with walking difficulties. And also, I want to mention, they're all planted with bougainvillea bush. Now, bougainvillea, okay, beautiful, not like the other thing that we like to talk about with bush. These can give you blood poison if you're stuck with them. So, you know what I mean? Seriously, if you're going to have planters out here, first of all, I'd like you to move them a little further out. And secondly, man, get rid of these before they stick somebody and harm somebody on vacation, please. Alright, we're going on again. I'm not talking about that anymore at all. Beautiful area though, must say. Time out in the gap now. You all would know this has been around for many, many years. Had lots of different time name changes, etc. Again, all these areas I used to frequent a lot when I was in my early to mid-teens. That wasn't that long ago, as I told you all. Just to remind you all, for my birthday, if you're coming to join me, it's on the 5th of April. I was born in 1971. I'll be turning 52. I will be getting old. If anyone is older than 52, yeah, you're doing well. Dover playing field, lots of history again. Paradise Football Club. This is their home. This is also a place that you will find all types of street fairs. This is where they used to have the conga line and the big spice party, which was equivalent to like crop over, but it was done in t-shirts so that people could afford it rather than have to pay $1,000 for costumes. All you gotta do is put on a t-shirt and you used to jump from here and go towards the Garrison Savannah. It's also hosted many communities. It is one very, very important place for the actual residents around here because they could come run and exercise and enjoy it as well. We're not going to go into Dover Beach today, but we will show you the car parks you're passing. I noticed that 𝗀𝗲𝗃𝗲 is here this morning early. His van is over here. He never comes down for early morning, but the morning that he's come down early, we are not going to go and see him. So Charles, come back another morning early and stop being lazy. This entire area here originally was just gravel and grass, basically all of this car park section. Not too scenic here, but it's a nice little, at least a little difference from the normal things that put up to block views. This entire area originally was, as I said, gravel and grass. However, over time, they've developed this into the Dover area. Still, it was always Dover, but now they have all kind of kiosks and restaurants and bars and souvenir shops. They also have washroom facilities here, Wi-Fi facilities. Good morning to everyone. How are you all? There's the world saying hi to you all, by the way. Yeah, my brother, you good? Good to see you all, man. Have a great day, all right, fellas? All right, cool, man. So all behind here, lovely sitting area as well. All of these bars and kiosks you can get food or drinks or any of your souvenirs from. You'll also find Charles Water Sports down in there. We won't talk too much more about him right now. Years ago, 𝗏𝗲𝗃𝗲 Hotel. First of all, it was on the land side, then expanded over to the sea side. Then 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗲 turned over into Infinity on the beach. You have a lot of friends on here that go to Infinity and stay at Infinity on the beach. So all of our family members, like Lynn, etc., that love Infinity. And also for the beach boy and beach girl, you all know where to come. It's time to come back home. Don't mind you were here just a couple of weeks ago. It's time to return. If you've left, it's always time to return. So if you leave here in Barbados today, expect to come back to Barbados tomorrow. That's the only thing that I'm going to accept as being right. This is known as chicken land. You all would know that. Tons of chickens all around here. You can see we have a lot of vegetarians in Barbados. We don't eat chicken, obviously. If not, these would be gone. In my day, they would be in a stew pot real quick. Oh my, you can't do anything with them except for stew them, because it'd be real hard and bony right now.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, my brother, you good?
Yeah, good.
Man, I say hey to buddy, man. Don't walk by your family without saying good morning and greetings, man.
Morning.
Good, man. So you got your chairs and everything for this morning? Remind everybody of your name again, man.
Ricky.
And as I come on the beach, turn left and find you.
Beach chairs and umbrellas at 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗏 Barbados.
Awesome, my brother. You have a great day, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, my man. Cool, man. Fantastic. We also had a restaurant, Chinese food restaurant here many years ago as well, Susie Wong, but that has moved. It is 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗃, which is a one-armed bandits, or, you know, that type of electronic gambling and stuff, media gambling. You can come here and get that if you like. Again, now we're coming up to probably the crowd's favorite. This is the beginning of Southern Palms. This was the newest addition to Southern Palms. When I say newest, it's a long time ago, but this was the newest section to it. I'll elevate you a little bit. You can have a look around and see what out here looks like. You've seen it from the beach many times, but you haven't really seen it from the roadside too often, because I'm feeling tall. I'm on top of the world this morning, so I'm going to view you all. Now, over on our right side, Chattel Village. Now, when this first opened, this you couldn't walk around in here for the amount of people, because this was so busy. They had an activity center running with Biddy. Good morning to you. And they also have all the different souvenirs and bars and stuff. This was the probably most action place in daytime here in the Gap, and also at night time. Had a few little restaurants and bars as well. Gone very quiet over the years. However, it is beginning to rebound again. As you can see, they're very colorful, very tropical, and really pretty. I'm sure there are a lot of drinkers on here. I see what happy hour. Everybody on here knows when happy hour is. So you can tell all your friends and family. Now, I would like to talk about a certain person. Now, you know we do not believe in disclosing names and stuff. Actually, let me get a little bit further, talk a little bit more. This is the St. Lawrence. They have steaks, pizza, everything here if you want to eat. Beautiful little setting, lovely tropical setting, beautiful outside with all the hedges and stuff. If you notice, there's no ugly bush in this section. Everything here is beautiful. So you can come here and sit down without being annoyed by certain views. If you are a young person like me, you remember Unicorn 1. That used to be located right here through those doors. It was a discotheque here at one time. That was back in the 80s. I told you all I started a party in Barbados when I was very, very young, so I remember that quite well. We did do a walk up into Southern Palms last time, so we're not going back up in there again. However, this is the Southern Palms main entrance. Beautiful, beautiful. What I will do is elevate you a little bit. You can look out through the actual reception area and onto the beach. Morning, gentlemen, morning. If you cannot hear and you're reading this morning, Southern Palms Beach Club. If you go onto YouTube, you will find that they have the closed caption up there. Sometimes it's quite comical to read what the closed caption is thinking that 𝗵𝗃𝗃 is saying, so I can be entertained by watching it on there after, especially with the closed caption. Beautiful accommodations down in here. Again, so a lot of development in the back here. I remember when this was all chattel homes up behind here. Beautiful. Real Barbados. You will still find it up in here. That's 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Village. That is what the football club is named after. That's in this area, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Village. Now this road runs right out to what used to be the Caribbean pepper pot. It's now a whole set of condominiums and stuff, but that's where it used to go through the Rum Runner, which was at one time called the Stables, at one time called Plantations Restaurant. Talk more about that later on. Now, what was unusual when it first happened here was Southern Palms created a mini golf course in the back section here. As you can see, it's still here. I have played on this here, but they told me that I am handicapped too high because I go through here. I always birds in everyone because I'm an amazing golf player, whether it be miniature golf or whether it be real golf. You also see they put an exercise room down here to keep me busy because they know I'm so energetic. They want to give me some equipment that I could come out here in the garden and exercise while others try to play miniature golf, but I had to stop. Again, a lot of these places here were like old beach homes that have been renovated or modified slightly, maybe expanded up a level or two. But these were originally old beach homes. I love Southern Palms. As everyone knows, this is probably one of my favorite. I like Bougainvillea, Southern Palms, Coconut Court as being the favorite three. That's just because of how they're structured, how they're laid out. And it's just my opinion. Remember, that doesn't say that others are not good. It's just my opinion on what I believe and what I like. Alright, I was talking about that individual now. It just so happens we were at Q in the community the other evening. and we went to interfere with some ladies that sell some wine there. Actually, no, we didn't go to interfere with them. They wanted us to come and interfere with them. So we went over, of course. We're always willing to assist and help people when they want something. To Simone and Nicole from the wine outlet at CUNY Community. Good morning to all of you ladies, troublesome people. But when I went over there, Simone said, where is that most troublesome and annoying person? Now, as I said, we deal in anonymity, so we do not mention names, Simone Thompson. Anyhow, we decided what we would do is, after that, Simone asked us where is the most annoying person in the world. We decided that we would call her and say hello to her. So that's exactly what we did. We made a call to her, and she said that she could not really talk to us too long because she was working. Strangely enough, she was sipping from a bottle of wine. So I don't know, she was not even using a glass. She was putting the bottle to her head and trying to show me about how she was drinking soursop wine that came from the same Nicole that was down here. So I don't know what kind of work she does. Thank goodness I have not mentioned her name, that's Simone Thompson, because I would hate her boss to come on the vlog this morning here. She was drinking wine while she was at work. Boss man, if you're listening to me, I tell the truth only here. So what I tell you is the truth and the whole truth. So whatever she tells you, you can listen to that and you will know it's a lie. So Simone, you told me you drank 2 of the 3 bottles. I did not know that you meant you drank 2 of the 3 bottles that afternoon at the same time. So anyhow, I'm not saying that you drink heavy and stuff, but you know, leave back a bottle of wine for a little while. Don't drink the other one today, because I know you've probably done that already. Southern Palms Hotel, first big time sharing place in Barbados. Sorry, South Winds Hotel, going past Southern Palms, going over to the right side now, South Winds. When it's open, it was 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃, chain of 𝗵𝗃𝗃 hotels they had here. They also had down in the West Coast as well. Very, very big time sharing. You used to have lines of people from out here literally, seriously, right through the back buildings there, trying to get any time sharing because they offered free food, free treats after the actual time sharing. When I heard it was like 2 hours of, you know, sitting down and talking to people and stuff, well, I went away from that. I wasn't that hungry really, you know, so I didn't go to that. But very, very popular in time sharing at one time. They actually had that beautiful new beach facility, or sorry, landside facility, but originally South Winds used to be over on the beach side. Now this is pure ocean. You can come and have dinner here or whatever. I know that my sister from the east and some of our other family, for example, our sulking dictator cheerleader. Now we have changed it from the sulking head cheerleader to the sulking dictator cheerleader. She would know why. All of her friends would know why. I'm probably the only person that ever disobeys her, so I can talk about her freely. Beautiful facility again, right on the last section of the beach. Lovely beach chairs and umbrellas also available here as well. This is the the beachside facility for the land side of South Winds Hotel. Originally over here were more of the penthouse style suites that are along this beachfront section here. However, they have gone right down now. They're not, I don't know what exactly they're used for. I know the administration block has gone, but you could still rent accommodations over here on the beach side as well. Beautiful St.LawrenceGap. So as you can see, this is sort of like a mobile restaurant. If you want to come and stop real quick, get something to eat, just give you a quick view of what's being served here. I've also seen a mobile bar here that has all the rums and gins and vodkas that everything in the back. So Simone, not calling any names, you could come here and have some sips if you want when you come back on vacation again. I have a really funny feeling that she is not going to be talking to us or to me very much longer. This morning though, all of this talk about Simone, about the secret police, about how yesterday I was sent all along West Coast on a mission that did not exist, is all being taught to me and completely rehearsed to me all morning by who? By her. She has told me to tell you all about Simone. She has told me to tell you all about Cheryl. She's told me to tell you about the secret police and numerous others like Wendy and other people, but I'm going to take it easy this morning, just talk about the 3 of them. Keep lying. Everybody can see, look at your face, everybody sees the truth. You see?
They know who's telling the truth.
Smile.
Don't tell me what to do.
You smile. You see how easy it is? Very easy. Don't mind her. She's smiling all the way. Look, see? Just a little delay. She says she has a 1.5 second delay when she's talking to me. Don't mind, recently it has increased to like a 3-second delay because I'm talking a lot more Bajan. She says I'm talking fast and that I'm talking a lot, but as you all would know, witnesses. Oh yeah, he mumbles. Okay, sulker. Another sulker. She's been around Cheryl for too long. Yeah, so she's telling me that I talk a lot. No, no, that's not true. She says that I talk fast. Also, no, that's not true. She said to me this morning you're really not that handsome. Which we all know is not true, that's for sure. She didn't tell me that either, but I probably
say that.
Well, you couldn't say that.
What a liar?
Yeah, well, how could you possibly say that when I am the most handsome man in the world? So don't mind that. Anyhow, I'm just going to give you a little bit of my beauty, and hopefully it will enhance her as well, because I want her to look really good. So we're going to walk for a few more seconds and let you all see us, of course. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
How are you all going? Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Wonderful. We have some folks here. You'd like to say hello to your friends all over the world?
Hello, friends from the world.
Okay, awesome. If any of you all know them, tag them today and let them know they're the movie stars on EMC, please. This property here has been trying to be sold forever, for a long time. Originally, it had a 3-story, I would say, laughing plaster and also shingle home. There was here beautiful, beautiful beach home. That went a long, long time ago. This property has been trying to be sold for, I mean, many, many years. You'll see how many different for sale signs and how many different realtors they have on this here. You know, it has tremendous potential, but I can only imagine the cost of what this would be. Now, I know that our, I would have to call her nosy, crazy boss lady driver will probably be on here telling you, oh, that was up for sale for so many years. They want so much money. You know why? Because she's a know-it-all. I just want to mention that. And if you're not sure who that is, that's Trisha Harewood. We do not call names, as I said before. But just in case you are inquiring as to who is the most know-it-all person around, that would be our crazy driver. She never says anything bad about me because she knows I'm an amazing person. Now this is just beautiful. Another option for you. Another beautiful, beautiful area as well. Stunning. There's a restaurant. I see it's called Casual Seaside Restaurant and Bar. Never knew that name before. I had to look it up just now on the sign. But you know, I had to tell you what it is. Beautiful little mural on the front captures sort of like a beautiful view of what they would be taking in. It doesn't have the boardwalk there, but it does actually have the groin, as you can see over on the left hand side. That would simulate what they're looking at from right here. And then we have below here, everybody knows Mimosas. Mimosas affiliated with the boatyard and boatyard owners. A lot of people have come here and eaten as well. Again, I would have to say our, first of all, our sister from the east, who seems to know every restaurant in Barbados, or is in the process of going to eat at every restaurant in Barbados, along with our sulking dictator cheerleader. She's also familiar. She does a lot of eating around the island. I see Switch Mary's also taking up a lot of eating around the island as well. I still eat all around the island. There are chefettes everywhere. There are about 17 of them in Barbados. Or if you want to do some archery while you're in Barbados, I'm going to let you have a look at the signage in a second. But our teen, the person that's known as our teen in the EMC, she comes here. I understand she's extremely competitive. She has not got nearly as good as me, of course, because I represent Barbados, or I should say represent myself throughout the world. I am a certified gold medal holder in archery and in every other combat sport and every other athletic sport that you can imagine. Even if you can't imagine it, I can make a name for you and you would know that I have the gold medal in that as well. However, if you are, I'm getting assaulted here. I'm just saying, if you are by any chance interested in doing some archery, this would be your contact information. Again, please come back and put a little capture on that or whatever. Get that information, give them a call. I think that I will never ever encourage my co-star into archery because I have just got stuck with her, what she likes to call her wicked one. I call her Princess, the bedazzled, magical one. She's changed that into the co-star's wicked one, so you would know what's going on here. She's not striking any of you all as yet. Do you have anybody to strike this morning as yet? No. Nobody at all? Everybody's being quiet and peaceful? I give out a love star. You give a love star to who? I'm not telling you. Oh, okay. I'm going to look online later. I got to see who that love star is for. Probably for me, you know. But don't mind. I'm not going to tell her. I know that. Alright, so again, more convenience stores all along here as well. If you want to get any of your convenient stuff in the Gap has everything you can possibly want. Even has some visitors that are smiling. Good morning to you all. How are you all going? Alright. And if you're also interested in coming here in Mr. Cove, you have seen... I know you scared her. That's what I'm supposed to do. She jumped? Oh boy. What was that? Let me let you all see. She's telling me that I just jumped those guests. I look so upset, right?
Scared me. My God, turn up the volume.
Alright, you all can see the interference I'm having. I'm spreading cheer and joy. The lady was jumping for joy. She was not jumping because she was excited or frightened. And she's trying to make it sound as though I frightened her. But everybody that saw her just now would have seen a big smile on her face when she was jumping. In other words, she was jumping for joy. A lot of boatyard advertised here as well. There's another affiliation of the boatyard itself. This one is called 𝘆�arkies. Beautiful setting right on the roadside. To all the boatyard crew, good morning to each and every one of you all. This is their one of their accommodations in the Gap. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a nice place to sit. I don't have to tell you about his because again, the nosy and annoying sometimes boss lady, crazy driver, she stays in this accommodation. Well, I mean, I don't want to tell you exactly where she stays, but you see that blue door up there in the center of the screen at the top floor? That's where she stays. But I'm not going to tell you that because we believe in keeping people's secrets and do not let them know where people are accommodated. We don't want anybody annoying them. But as you can see, right next to her, rum shop. This was actually built to accommodate her because she likes to come over and drink rum. She doesn't drink anything else. She doesn't drink beer and stuff. She just likes a lot of rum. So they actually created a rum shop next door because they realized they'd be losing a fortune if they did not do so. And they also put a mini mart right below so you can come, or where she goes, she eats to refresh herself to go back for the happy hour. 3 times happy hour means that any time after happy hour she is so happy she continues to call them happy hour. So you can come here and you can eat and drink if you'd like as well. I can say what I want about her. She is thousands and thousands of miles away, and as she's a very old person, by the time she comes back here she will not remember. She does not retain a memory like me, so I'll be safe. Again, Rostrevor Hotel for me, many memories here. The Clark family who originally owned it. It has completely changed. The above section, where you just would have seen where our crazy bus driver lives. I don't want to say where she lives, but that's where she does. And then all of here, which was similar to that, is all being changed and modified completely to what it used to be like. This was one of the, hey, how are you going, man? This is one of the main places in Barbados that hosted our Cuban nurses and doctors when we had the big scare. We still have a little bit of a scare, but not as much of a scare with COVID. This place opened the doors and was the hosting hotel for all the Cuban staff that was here on the island. Beautiful again, not any beach directly in front. A little bit of a small beach on the lower side, but they have a great pool section, and as you can see, a great location for all of the activities that go on here. Harlequin, I've heard nothing. I haven't eaten here, but I've heard nothing about positive comments about Harlequin. So any of you that are coming down here, please come and have a little eat out here as well. Again, you can blame our bus driver. She hasn't really told me about it, but you can blame her because I'm not taking blame if it's not as good as it is. I used to stay here with Elvis again, Trot. Lifelong friend of mine, my brother. You know, Elvis used to work here as well. He had a small little apartment in the back section here, so I know this area extremely well. Now, one of the most popular things in Barbados was known as the shipping. This was not the original shipping residence. The original shipping was located down by Trimart, which is down there in Worthing, just a little further down. They used to have a little small shadow home in there. They used to open all the windows and stuff. We used to sit in them. Again, I was down there drinking at a very young age. I was probably about 6 or so. But that then moved to this location here, which was the shipping. Right behind was a restaurant known as Captain's Calvary, very popular. And then they put it was bought over after that, turned into Sugar. Not sure of what it is now. I see HAL, the Ultra Lounge and stuff here. This Halo, sorry. Thank you very much for reading that for me, because that was just one letter beyond what I'm capable of reading. Okay, here we go. So, you all hear these insults? Hold on a minute, though. Let me let you see her. No matter how much she insults me, I still love her, so she can get away with it. Don't mind she's putting 10 years on my life. That's no problem. Look at me, 51. Alright, newest extension, all this here. Pretty much as it extended and opened up a new facility, it pretty much closed its doors. It lost its original shipping, or the original English style pub that it was actually designed by the Palmer family, who were English. They also own the coach house, which was on the west coast of the island. We've talked about that before many times. However, this has changed completely now. The whole atmosphere, everything about it. I did see they were doing some work on it the other day. I'm not sure if it's reopened and what it will be. Hopefully it will reopen, because this is an area in the Gap that's very popular. Now, it is not here, but you already know we don't have to have things here to talk about them. If you want some of the best fish cutters that you can get on the island, or chicken cutters, right here on night, where you see these bases for a tent, that is where you will find a tent to set up that serves right into the early morning hours some of the best fish cutters you can possibly imagine. I haven't had from there for a long time, but I can tell you, amazing. Just beautiful. Now, you know, we don't want to talk about everything, because we could talk all about the parachute style sling they used to have in the front section here for the shipping and everything else. We won't talk about that today. We will save it a little bit. Mobile, just like our mobile office, the police force have a mobile outlet here as well, so they can make sure everything is under control in this area. As you would know, St.LawrenceGap is the hive of activity, I would say, on the island. The most busy place on the island, not just the south coast, the most busy place on the island for sure. Many of you may remember Hal. Hal has passed, unfortunately. This is his car park bar. This was all his area originally. It was the After Dark. I had buildings all across here where you're seeing open car park. Not too sure what's going to be happening with this now, but this was sort of like the after party line. You came here and you could drink right down to 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and then go from here. It definitely had a great atmosphere and stuff. When it was After Dark, again, it was probably the biggest nightclub in Barbados. I used to have lots of actions, glow parties, everything else used to go on in it. But the entire area above was all this one location. But as you can see, it has been narrowed right down to a small bar now, small facility. There are some signs that are coming up shortly I like to read, or you can read them yourselves. We're going into an hour now, so don't have too much further to go. This is taboo now. I know they had a lot of ladies' nights here and stuff. I used to come in dressed in my spandex outfit with all of my wigs and stuff because I used to get in free on ladies' night. So I would come down here dressed up and get through quite comfortably. As you can see, I am not only handsome but very, very beautiful as well. So I used to get in quite easily. Over the other side, you see Joseph's restaurant, not existing anymore. How are you going, sir? No, this is called 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗲. This used to be called 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗲. I remember this here from, we had a lot of live and upcoming bands in Barbados performed here. I also like to pay memory to my friend 𝗀𝗶𝘃𝗄. A lot of people knew him as 𝗶𝗏 or 𝗂𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗃. Ray was an amazing DJ in the island, also an extremely good dancer as well. I taught him to dance, of course. He was extremely good. He used to come here all the time. I haven't been here recently. However, I love the readings and stuff that go on the walls, so we're going to give you a few of them as we're passing by here. Let's start off first of all here. I like all of them, so we're going to take this in. We're going to be doing something like what we did the other day with the art show on the boardwalk. We're going to let you know. You can always come back, take snaps of these here and read them. Very, very funny. One, we will be taking them all in because they bring a little humor to your day. Will start your morning right. No matter what comes your way, you'll get a good laugh and chuckle before it does. Q&A community, big in Barbados. But you can also see, you can come here and go to the old school hits as well on a Thursday night starting at 8:30 p.m. I love the signage out here. Not really talking too much about the menu and stuff, but these types of stuff. Humor beyond belief. So I'm going to give you all of them. We have 2 more to go. I do like the last one. I think is the exceptionally good one. So you're going to enjoy this here. Here we go. Read this one here. Remember, you can always freeze frame it and read it later on. That's quite funny. Alright, so that is our entertainment for that section. Now, we passed just now where we talked about the best fish gatherers in the island. That used to be known as St. Lawrence East Wing. This was the St. Lawrence West Wing many years ago. The 𝗲𝗲𝗀𝗀 went on to own 𝗃𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 Hotel. They originally owned this here. I've been on the manager's roof deck rum punch parties many times when I was a younger fella. I'm still young, so I don't want to say that I'm not. And we also had here the backyard. We've had many different names for this place here. It's now 𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗀, however that was the backyard many years ago, and the 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀 as well it's called. 2 different sections here, one business in the front, one business in the back. St. Lawrence Church, been here from I don't even know when. All I could tell you is that when it came along, this church was a well-worn church. Very popular, it is active. A lot of people go here in the gap on mornings. I remember being here for like Old Year's night when they were having a church service and we were partying over here, which was 𝗃𝗃 𝗀𝗃 originally. This is where 𝗃𝗃 𝗀𝗃 was before it burnt down. It's now owned by the connection at Harbour Lights. This is their interest in the Gap, Harbour Lights and the boatyard have expanded out of their general areas and come into St.LawrenceGap to bring you all the best activity and foods that they possibly can. So you can come to this section. As I said before, this was 𝗃𝗃 𝗀𝗃, which is now located on the end of the Gap. We may take a little view of that as we're walking through. Below this Primo restaurant, this is the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 restaurant, the best known fish restaurant, seafood restaurant in the island was 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 restaurant. Directly opposite was the Witch Doctor. We've talked with that as well. We can talk about it again because I feel like talking this morning and I have a lot of energy. So this is where it was originally 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 restaurant. Morning, brother. Yeah, man, you good? All right, my brother. And on this side was the witch doctor. This is now known as 𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗲. This is where you can come and watch our brother Kurt and his band playing. Good morning, how are you going, my brother? You good? All right, man. All right, okay. And just beyond here, if you remember 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, unfortunately 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 has passed, but once again, I'd like to remember people that had a big part of my life. 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 used to have an aquarium set up here. He actually used to export the reef fish in Barbados, small reef fish. He would catch them on the reefs and he would bring them over into this area to sort of get them accustomed to the aquariums and stuff and then go. We also had 𝗶𝗶𝘃𝗲 here, which was 𝗶𝗶𝘃𝗲, which was a restaurant where you could buy as much food as you want to pay $100 and eat until you were sick of eating. They just leave your plate upward and you'll continue refilling it. Now, I am not going to call this 𝗸𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀 Bay, but there's a person out here that calls this 𝗸𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗀 Bay, but this is St. Lawrence Lagoon. This is what you got to call perfect, picture perfect conditions today. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the amount of sand that's built here. Massive beach right now. No sargassum on it. This place suffers a lot. Oh, hold on a minute though. I want to show you all. Actually, you know what we can do right here? We can do a circle of love. And as I don't want to turn around the camera, we can do it this way. Here we go. And now for all of those haters out there that like to talk a lot of nonsense, that's the perfect way to end a circle of love for you all. Hold that. Alright, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Most of the year you won't find the sand here. Only at this time. When it comes around later on the year, this will be gone. Like I said, this place suffers a lot with sargassum, like in the summertime, because it tends to bag in this area and sit in this area for a long time. However, look at how stunning this is. We can take you and let you look into St. Lawrence Lagoon from a different location. We're not going to Sandbar today. We're going to end our vlog here this morning. But I want you to see what the facilities look like of 𝗃𝗄 as well. See them from the roadside, very different from the beach side. Remember, this is the 𝗷𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗃 restaurant. For those that have been here many years ago and still not sure of where we are. Just stunning, stunning, beautiful Barbados. I know that 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is behind here and she's doing tons of pictures because she does that now. You'll be seeing the beauty of Barbados through her eyes. She's doing all of our photos for us while I'm doing the vlogs in the morning. So things that I was missing before, she's able to capture now while we're actually vlogging. I want to obviously show you everything around me, so I'm looking in that direction, not setting her camera, etc. But she's doing that for us. She's amazing. I don't know if you've seen her captures, but she's doing some amazing stuff now. Sand is built up in this lagoon so much now. Years ago, fishing boats could have entered, smaller fishing boats could have entered this lagoon from 3 sections. One is just to the left of us, which is out by 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗲𝗃 Hotel. One was in the center of the reef itself, where it was a deep little channel. It used to come through the center reef between 2 reef sections. And then one still is there, the lower one down below by, well, it's now the sands, what we call Sandy Beach Hotel, or Sandy Beach itself, not hotel. And that area is also accessible. And they used to be able to go from here through a channel, where is now the full sandbar, down into the lower section. Sand has built up tremendously. A lot of the sand that was here on this massive beach actually moved offshore. So what was a lot deeper out here, and also a very flourishing reef, is now covered mainly with sand. Drying effects also have hampered the reef as well. The reef that used to have sea fans and all types of sea moss and sea activity on it, very, very dead now, or relatively dead now. This is the proposed area for a marina. I'm not going to say any more on it. I'm just going to tell you this is the proposed area for a marina. The boats will come in through here, proposed coming through here, and then they will go up through by where our co-star is, just to the other side of 𝗃𝗄, and go into what is a natural little swamp area that runs just to the back of 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 South Winds and the st.LawrenceGap and Highway 7. I'm not saying any more of that right now. All I can say is it's something that I am certainly not supporting. Again, I'm not financially sensible at all, so I might be the dumbest person when it comes to finances, but I do treasure my island, and I do treasure the beauty of St.LawrenceGap, and I do treasure natural Barbados, and I do want to see our children's children and their grandchildren being able to enjoy something that is not looking like somewhere up in the United States or England or anywhere else. So whatever. That's it for this morning. Not to talk about anymore. When the time comes, you will be hearing more from me for sure on that. Beautiful area though. All right, Yellowbird Hotel, just there in the center. So that's where Sandra Wood stays. She calls it Sandra's Bay. So I know I'm not talking out of turn because she mentions that all the time in her vlogs as well, in her own, well, not in her vlogs, but in her own photos and stuff. Absolutely spectacular. We're not on top of anything else that we're seeing on screen right now. We will save that for another day. I hope you all have enjoyed this morning with us. I'm going to give you 2 photo captures because I think this is absolutely stunning, especially with my beautiful fiance. Again, we like to educate everyone on here. That's fiance spelled with a double E. I'm the fiance that's spelled with a single E. If you did not know that before, you've learned it on EMC. We're here as an educational format. We only tell you the truth. We never tell lies. We do not fabricate the truth. But here we go. 20 seconds. Enjoy. And then we're going to take you on another photo op, just giving you the rest of what you were just viewing. Enjoy this here for 20 seconds. I noticed that our host from Saturday, the person that we used to call, well, we still call her Miss Scare. I don't know why we call her Miss Scare, because she attacks everyone. She tells a whole set of lies. She insults people. And you know the amazing thing about it is, whenever she insults people, everyone puts their hands in the ears and applauds her, says, oh, she's such an amazing person. Don't mind, she's just insulted them. If I just talk about myself as being most handsome, most beautiful, and most athletic, obviously, as you can see, person in the world, everyone wants to pick on me. I don't know why. It's pick on naked with a pair. I go home and sulk and cry, you know, whenever I come off of these vlogs. I have to tell Jeanette, listen, we go sit out front for a little while, give me like 10 minutes, I have to settle myself. And when she comes in, my eyes are red, and she asks what happened. I said, a lot of smoke was passing through here that affected my eyes. So anyway, yeah, that's the difference between her and me. But don't worry, Nicole, I've been taking notes of all your comments on here about I had an amazing years when I was 10 years old, partying really hard. I actually started partying from 6, so you're a little bit offset a little bit. You know, in 1977, I decided I was going to definitely start partying. My parents were not happy about it, but when they realized that I do whatever I want anyhow, they decided that their penalties were not stiff enough and they could make no difference to me or impression. So I continued partying from 6 years old. So you will understand that I have a wealth of information that you may not realize. And I also have the young boy's perspective of it all. Party, party, party. And you know, hope you all have had a good day. I'm going to go back over here by our co-star. I'm going to be doing something over here by her. She's looking smiley and shy already, so get ready for her. She's probably going to duck out and run behind a coconut tree or something. But I'm going to capture her. Yes, I got her in the center of the camera. As you can see, this beach is stunning today. Absolutely stunning. So to each and every one of you all, from Jeanette. She's jumping for joy again. Big smile on her face, remember?
That wasn't joy, that was fear.
That was fear. No, you don't have fear when you're jumping with joy like that. We all saw it. And from, of course, the most handsome man in the world, and of course, unified as one, we greet you all farewell. Thank you for joining us this morning for our walk on St.LawrenceGap. We hope you have had fun. I hope you gave trouble, because she says that you all are bored. Didn't? They're boring you again?
No trouble.
No trouble. Boring. You all are really boring people. Anyway, that's not to stop me from harassing you all. Our next schedule live will be on Friday. However, you will be seeing us on Thursday, God's spare life and God willing. We'll be doing some Q in the community. And then remember, we have a mobile office. We're no longer going to one office. We will be putting up an ad, or I should say Jeanette will be, because I don't do work anymore. As you know, I'm retired. I don't do that kind of nonsense. She'll be putting up an ad later, probably today or tomorrow, telling you where we'll be going, so you can get yourselves ready. You can get bus fare accumulated, or you can get your taxi, or you can go rent a car just to come and see us. We have people that flew into Barbados. Margaret and her husband or boyfriend, partner, will, I don't know. I can't remember people's names. So I'm impressed by remembering her name. Her husband called Mel. Yeah, so
Mel from hell.
Yeah, Mel from hell is what Jeanette has termed him as. Yeah, they actually flew into Barbados to meet Nicole and our Sulkin dictator cheerleader on Sunday, but they didn't turn up. You know, that's how they are. They don't turn up all the time. But you will see definitely on Sunday myself, of course, my far better half. You will also see Switch Mary as well. That puts her on the spot. Switch Mary, we're expecting to see you there. And maybe we'll see some of the others that usually do not come and entertain anyone who are antisocial, so they find their own events to go to. But either which way, we'll be there on Sunday. I think we have a beautiful 𝗀𝗲𝗃𝗀𝗃 coming up, 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 Saturday coming up. Please, if you're on the island on Saturday, you like historic walks, or if you just want to come and spend time with the absolutely most perfect person in the world, that would be me, of course, and sort of someone I'm training to be that way, come and join us on Saturday. Nicole has a planned walk for us. It's going to be amazing and entertaining, you know, so come and do that. We have an action-packed week coming ahead, but until then, enjoy life, stay safe, stay cool, be peaceful, and let's turn around now and say our farewells to you.
Ow.
She's behaving, I had to pull her hair, sorry. Alright, we're going to go and stop in the shade here, get a vision going on. Right, oh, hold on a sec, I see one of our family out here waving off. Now this is what you got to call antisocial. When you could stay in your apartment and wave at people and not come down and see them, that's called antisocial. Morning. So that's Deborah up there waving, and all the other guests that we've obviously awoken that are looking over here wondering what is going on right now. They will know, 'cause I'm sure Deborah will tell them later on today. I will make sure that all of them know who is being blamed for this shout. Alright, so we're going to stop here now, and we're going to give you this scenery. We're going to say our farewells. We will give you 20 seconds, but before we go, please remember, most important thing in life is that you find your path, you find your light, you follow that light, no matter what. Remember, you can't have, well, this was for a reason when things are good, and when things are bad, say, well, I don't know what the reason is, blah, blah, blah. You have to believe and be faithful to your belief. Alright, so whatever you do today, whatever comes your way, remember, it is supposed to happen. Find the good in it. There's always a lesson to be learned, good, bad, or whatever. Hope we all have a great day. You're able to pass on the peace and serenity and joy to everyone. Remember, you cannot love me. Don't mind about everybody else. You cannot love me unless you love yourself first. So please, love yourself quickly if you're not already doing it, so you can love me. Remember, you have to forgive yourself. God forgives you. And if God can forgive you, why can't you forgive yourself? And remember, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. You don't have to stand up around them if it's, they're not bringing the kind of positive influence and stuff that you need in your life. But you can still love them as fellow human beings. We're all children of God. Have a great day. 20 seconds for you to enjoy and say farewell.